Hey guys, welcome to Ooch's Kitchen. Today, we're cooking up the recipe for lubing and stringing fireball yo-yos and brain yo-yos, transaxles and auto returns. Check it out. I have with me right now a fireball and a brain yo-yo. These yo-yos are similar because they're both considered transaxle yo-yos. That means on the inside, they have plastic spools. They look a little bit different, but pretty much like this. Oh, by the way, our yo-yos are modular. They come apart, as you just saw, and that's really important because if you get a string tangle or a knot inside your yo-yo, you don't have to worry about fishing it out with a knife or something sharp. You just take the yo-yo apart. Don't lose this magical piece. This is called the transaxle. This is where it all happens. If you lose this piece, contact Yomega.com to get a replacement. When you put your yo-yo back together, you want to put that spool right over the axle, put the yo-yo back together, and you're good to go. One thing to keep in mind is that you can break your yo-yo. You kids are strong out there, and you adults, you're really strong. I know for me, I always want to make sure my yo-yo is nice and tight, but really, when you're putting your yo-yo back together, you spin it till it stops, twist it so it's snug. A good way of actually tightening your yo-yo is to put it in your upturned palm, twist that yo-yo until the yo-yo actually spins in your hand. That's a good tightness for your yo-yo. Check every now and then to make sure it's not coming loose. Okay, how do you string one of these things? I'll tell you how not to string it. Don't, and I repeat, don't try to put the string on your yo-yo when your yo-yo's open. I don't care how good you think you are, there's a good chance everything's gonna go crazy. Let's say you just do this, because that looks right? Well, okay. So you put it on, and you're just like, okay, I can't wait, I'm gonna do this, and then well, what could very easily happen is this. First off, it's not even on the spool, right? There's a special way to do it. And what can happen is your string can get caught on the inside of your yo-yo, breaking your string, and it's just gross. So here's what I recommend. Put your yo-yo together first, then string it. Here's how it goes. As a general rule of thumb, when you look inside of either one of these types of yo-yos, if you see plastic, you know there's a transaxle in here, and there's a special way to loop. And it's called the twist flip method. Here's the string. It's got two ends, the end that goes on the yo-yo and the end that goes on your finger. This does not go on the yo-yo. Here's what you do. You pinch the end of the string, you untwist it, and you open up the loop, just like this. You want to open it up pretty wide so that you can fit that yo-yo right inside here. So you simply put the yo-yo on, you twist, you flip, you twist, and you flip. Now here's the secret. Pull nice and tight and let that coil naturally come back. That is successfully stringing a fireball or a transaxle yo-yo. Well, let's say you're yo-yoing day and night, and all of a sudden your yo-yo isn't coming back when you're pulling it. You've changed the string, you've shown your yo-yo much love, you spend time with it, you talk to it, you pat it, it's still not coming back. Well, it's probably because it needs a lube, and that's very normal. All Yomega yo-yos, or transaxle yo-yos, come pre-lubed. Here's how you lube a fireball, or a brain for that matter. You get some of Yomega's brain lube. You take the cap off, take this little protective red thingy off, and you take the spool off of the axle. This is the axle. All you have to do is put a little dab of lube right here. A dab will do ya. That's fine. Use it sparingly. It'll last a long time. You put the transaxle right over the axle, put the yo-yo back together, throw it a couple times, and it's going to bring your yo-yo back to new, just like it came out of the package. A little bit goes a long way. So if your yo-yo is screaming, you throw it and it goes, whee! Probably needs lube. I know it sounds cool, but don't worry, that sound will come back. Or if it doesn't come back, you want to lube it. That's how you lube a Yomega fireball or a transaxle. The brain is very, very similar, but just to show you what it looks like, you just simply untwist the yo-yo, and take a look. When you pull this one out, this spool looks a little bit different. It has an O-ring on the end of it, and that O-ring is supposed to go in between the clutch arms. Makes sense. The clutch arms need something to hold on to. As far as stringing and lubing, everything is the same for the brain. Good luck, happy yo-yoing, and I'll catch you next time.